My name is Anne McKenna. I am the founder of Cities Heart Cry Ministries, and I'm so excited to welcome you today. We will have the opportunity to meet some very key people in this ministry, people that have stood with this ministry from a long time, and when it was nothing until now, it's actually standing. So let's take a moment and hear what their story is, what their journey is, and we'll be talking some more. We also have such an honor to hear from Praxidis. She was Mrs. Kenya 2017, Mrs. Top Africa, Miss Universe 2018. So what an honor to hear from that amazing woman who has done so much work with women and fighting for domestic violence, or fighting against domestic violence and mental health. That's her passion. So let's turn the camera and hear from these amazing, wonderful people.
My name is Praxidis Mrs. Universe Kenya 2017, Mrs. Universe Top Africa 2018. In the middle of nowhere, there is this child who has no shelter. He has no home or a place to call home. He has no one to share with. He has nothing to share. He has no one to talk to. And he is right there in the middle of nowhere. You will agree with me that a home is a vital organ in the life of every human being. It's an institution that raises you, gives you behavior, helps you to shape your character, and gives you the way of living life. If we all have homes, then our way of living will adapt to the way we are raised in those homes. For example, you love the way you love because you were brought up in a home that loved like that. And you believe that is the best way to live, and you adopted to that way of loving. And when you adopted to that way of loving, you started living like that, and that became your lifestyle, that became your way of living. This, whereby there is no home, no shelter, is the plight of the orphaned children, vulnerable children, and abandoned children. This is what happened. Poverty has robbed them the only place they knew and they could call home. Diseases have robbed them the only person they knew as a parent. Illiteracy has robbed them the pleasure of life. And it has continued the cycle of poverty and domestic violence around them and in their lives. Poor health services has ushered them into a motherless world. The day they were born, they never saw their mother. And the results are here with us. And these results are just everywhere, and we can see them. We have children who are psychologically tortured, they are depressed, they are stressed. You look around, you find children who are in drug abuse. You find children who are given early for marriage. We have early marriages around us, and the people who are marrying these children are grown-ups, adults. We have domestic violence. And at the same time, these children, because of being bitter, angry, they end up into crime. And whom do they rob? No one. You and I can do something. And all these children are asking for is they need a home. And this is the goodness of them having a home. When they get into an orphanage and they're shaped mentally, psychologically, this is the benefit. They're shaped mentally, psychologically, spiritually. These children are empowered to take responsibility. These children are enabled to go through education. And when they're enabled to go through the education, they're empowered with education. And when they're empowered with education, the next thing we find out is the cycle of poverty, the cycle of domestic violence is broken. And that is their main wish. And the other thing they get, they find self-confidence. They find a sense of belonging in that orphanage. They are also built, their image is built, and when their image is built, they have this high esteem about themselves. The low esteem is broken. The self-esteem is built. And that is why you can make a difference, I can make a difference. And the difference we can make is we can give these children this orphanage. And when we give them this orphanage, this is one thing that will happen to them. We'll have changed a human being, and this human being will be an agent of change in the community, in the society that we live in. And once they become the change in the community and in the society that we live in, we will no longer think of robbery, we will no longer think of crime and other things. And at this point, all children say, "Give me a home I never had." Thank you very much, and God bless.
Hello, my name is Nate Manene, and it's just a neat experience to go to the home and see all the children in person, and to go play with them and have fun with them. And I also just want to say thank you for partnering with us and giving us lots of blessings of money and supporting all these little children at the home. Thank you for that.
Hi, my name is Becky Rio, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors of City's Heart Cry Ministries. I'm here to talk with you today from my heart. We're all in the midst of a world that feels very foreign. Quarantines, working from home, uncertainties. It feels like the world's exploded, and literally the world is exploding around us. Our ability to understand and know normal is certainly changing. But what I'm here today to talk to you about is an opportunity in the midst of such a time as we live, that you can grab a hold of a way to make a difference, to change the life for a child in Kenya, to do it by partnering with our organization. Let me tell you that this organization is ethical, heart-led, and faith-based. If you would choose to partner with us in whatever way makes possible and makes sense for you, you too can act in such a time as this in a way that makes a difference in the life of a child. Whether you're in a situation where you can give a single small donation, join and partner with us on a monthly basis to offer something every month in support of children. Perhaps financially you're in a situation where you could give a larger gift or more than one large gift. Maybe you just know a lot of people who believe in children and want to make a difference, that you could share this message with and spread the word of what it is we're doing with City's Heart Cry Ministries. But here's the truth. Wherever you're at, whatever we're in the midst of, we have opportunities here before us. And I invite you to join me and join the many others who've been supporting City's Heart Cry Ministries with your prayers, your presence, your dollars, and your love. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Agnes. I'm glad to be part of this ministry. I'm here to talk about homeless in Kenya. The homeless in Kenya is in high rate due to poverty, family breakups, young mothers who are sexually abused, and also there is this pandemic which is COVID-19 has made most Kenyans lost their jobs. Any support of any kind will be highly appreciated to save these children. Thank you and God bless you.
I love you. You are my savior. You are my savior. Every day, every day. Good. Hi, I'm Christine. I'm the secretary to the City's Heart Cry Ministries board, and I would like to speak briefly on my experience visiting the Loving Home early this year. My family and I had the pleasure to spend New Year's Day with the children at the Loving Home, and I know one thing that really resonated with us was how radiant, vibrant, and at ease the children appeared to be at the home. It was amazing to watch them showing us around, even as they played with us, and it felt like you could tell that they feel this is their place and they own it. The other great thing we noted was how well one of the house moms who was present interacted with the children, and you could tell that she really enjoyed what she's doing. And the children appeared very responsive to her. They seemed to have a great relationship with each other. So to me, it was just an amazing moment seeing how happy and at ease the children appeared. They all looked healthy, clean, well taken care of, and it was more of a prayer answered, and seeing where this vision came from. It was just it was an humbling moment for me, and I really hope and pray that as we take the next steps of trying to find them a more permanent place through purchasing land and building a permanent structure for these children, that you walk with us and make this next vision a reality.
A heart for children. I think any of you that are parents, probably the biggest thing that I've done in my life was to have children, to raise children. It's the most rewarding and most important thing that many of us will do. And for me, that's really the basis of why I'm part of this ministry. Children are, of course, our future, but they are special. They're special to God. He sets and shows them as examples for us as adults, as believers, how we should believe. And it's that innocence of belief that when a parent says something, you don't question it, it's just going to be done. And unfortunately, there are a lot of children that have been abandoned or are orphaned and don't have that security. They don't have that innocence anymore. And knowing the stories of these children and being able to be an active part in helping them and seeing that transformation in their lives has been probably the most rewarding thing that I've seen in my life. And I just want to reach out to you and ask you to help those children, to reach out and be part of what we're doing. I think this is a ministry that has great potential and growth. And we are starting our fundraiser right now to move. Right now we're renting a home that we have our children in, but we want to expand and to further the value of each dollar that we have and that is donated. We want to go into ownership instead of rental. So we are starting this fundraiser today through the end of this year to purchase our first piece of land, a plot of land, so that we can build our home on. Our goal is, right now we're limited by space, but we want to build a home that will have space for 12 children. And I'm sure my wife Ann will go further about our plans and our details for that. So I'll let her do that, but this morning I just want to invite you to be part of this ministry. It's been a blessing for me and my family, and I just hope that you would take a moment. A lot of us give money at the end of the year, and I just ask you that you would consider us, that you tell others about our ministry, and consider donating to us. We have everyone that works from the U.S. side and our board in Kenya. We don't take any salaries, and it's really a ministry that is based on what's in people's hearts and their volunteer hours and time to do this. So much of 90, I believe it was 93%. Again, my wife will probably mention this, but of the money that we receive goes directly to the children. And as we grow into this, like I said, we're paying rent at this point, but we're running this fundraiser so that we can have land. So I just, I'm excited for this. I know it's the next step in this ministry that will help us reach more children. And I just ask you this morning to join in with us. Pray to God. See, if He puts it in your heart to give, we would gladly receive those. And I know the children, they benefit so much. And to see the transformation, I've been blessed to go twice there since we've opened, and to see and know the stories of where these children have come from. It is amazing to see the transformation that has taken place. God is really doing miracles and a wonderful thing through this ministry. And we can't do this alone. So we appeal to you and ask that you help us. Anything that you could give would be a great asset. It's amazing how far we can make the dollar go in this ministry for the children. So whatever you can, and if you're in a place where you can't at this time, we would love prayers, and just keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and we'd really appreciate that. Thank you for your time.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for this virtual fundraiser for City's Heart Cry Ministries. My name is Jeffrey Westbrook, and I'm one of the board members for the ministry. I want to thank you for your participation in April of our annual fundraiser. During this, our fourth annual fundraiser, we raised more money than we have at our previous fundraisers, and have been able to support the ministry for almost a full year from that fundraising activity. We're grateful for all of the support and help that you've provided, and it makes an incredible difference in the lives of the young children that we serve that are part of the home that's in Kenya, Africa. Without your support, the lives and life stories of those young children would be extremely different. Many of them have come from very tragic beginnings, but through this ministry, their lives have been changed for the positive in uncalculable ways. We give God the praise that He has allowed this ministry to make a difference in their young lives, and we're thankful to every donor who has supported these efforts over the last 4 years. It is an incredible benefit to see the lives of young children changed in such a drastic way. You are the reason that that's possible. And again, we thank you. We hope you will pay attention to the information that is shared through this virtual fundraiser as we prepare to purchase land that will allow us to impact more children and allow us to have a bigger influence in the lives of young people that we are also serving. This is made possible by the generosity that you provide, and we pray that God's Spirit will touch your hearts to be a part of what we are doing. It is truly miraculous work, and we thank you for all of your support in making that possible. Thank you.
Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh, extra, oh. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh,
Hello, and thanks for joining me today. My name is John Holmean, and I'm one of the board members of City's Heart Cry Ministries. And I'd like to first just thank all of you for taking the time to join us today, and we're glad you're here.
Vicky. Sema hi. 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 My name is Boniface.
Boniface. Boniface.
My name is Boniface.